Superdome.
Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taken from about the 12. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Dre. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
This defense for the Saints, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Dancing to his left.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson rolling to his right.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport, what a start to this ball game. Still in the 1st quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. And he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jameis to throw it. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Saints at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And they were a bit fortunate last week having to gut out a 1-point victory, so they definitely have some room for improvement here. but that type of a win leads them to believe that they can get much better in the future.
6 yards left on second down. Winston now. Again, it's Johnson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Winston. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the counter, here's Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston steps away to his left. This will be caught at about the 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 before halftime.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Taysom Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the Riasa, you still outside. Mine on the